Previously on Minecraft.
And we're in a basalt delta, which is not necessarily ideal because magma cubes spawn around here and they can drop from the ceiling. I want to try to get down to ancient debris, which are needed to create netherite tools. Oh. I still got burned. Well, I think we are done searching down here. He wants to be my friend, apparently. How are they not burning up? They're literally in the lava. Clearly, I'm not winning. It just despawned. Yep, we are in a waste. We have found the warped forest. Where did he disappear? He's up there. So one thing is, like, this area is good for finding Endermen, but they don't really pathfind very well. I do want to get back to our base just to make sure that we get back there safely. Oh, whoa. I don't have any food. I'm gonna die up here, aren't I? That is not ideal. Oh, jeez. Alright, we got one last adventure to get my stuff back before it despawns. This is where it was. Alright. I guess we're starting over. Bye. Nope. Not going back there anytime soon. Hello and welcome back. That was my first concern after last episode. I have no interest in going back there today, so I've decided that I'm going to go look for a village. I'm going to see if we can get a couple of villagers. That is our goal for today's episode. I will probably need to rebuild some equipment, but to be fair, now that I actually realize I have iron, that shouldn't be so difficult. So we're going to rebuild our tools and equip that all up. All right, good. We're back to normal. So I have looked up information regarding this chunk seed, or the seed for this place now, and I actually have chunk base up on my second monitor with the closest village that I believe I'm going to be able to find. Let's grab the remains of these trees that I cut down, or at least what's come down so far. Might as well not waste anything. Anything nearby? Oh, yep, there's something right there. If you're wondering what I just did, I pressed F3 and B. If you're in debug mode, it allows you to see the hitboxes of the items around you, which makes them a little bit easier to find. So we're going to bring some sticks with us. Always bring your safety water bucket if you're in the overworld. Does nothing if you're in the nether. And you know what? Let's save some space. We're going to turn those to blocks. And anything else that we need to bring with us? Yes, we need to bring boats. Because there's not going to be much good if we can't get a villager back here. And that's about the only way to do that. So the villager will end up coming out somewhere around here. But we're going to see, where are we right now? And where is it that I want to go? So we want to go this way a little bit and this way a little bit. At least for what I've looked up. So we're going to go on an adventure. Just as a safety precaution, bring a couple of torches and we're going to light this place up so that I know where it is. Do I have coal? I do remember coal being like one of the biggest issues that I had here. Okay. Bring a couple of torches. I'm not looking for a ton of them, but just enough to light up the exterior of this area and possibly leave a trail a little bit. That'll work. Okay, so we are trying to get, the coordinates I've pulled up are about -800 to 64 approximately for a village. So that's what we're going to be looking for here. Hi pigs, I'm going to leave you guys alive for now. Odds are I'll kill you later because I don't think I'm going to be doing any pig breeding, not with hoglins being a thing now. I kind of thought that I was going to end up going through a desert from what I was seeing when I was checking everything out, but hey, the village is literally visible from here. So I'm going to put a torch here so I know a general direction. But see, we already found our village. Nice and simple. This is why I use things like chunk base. It saves a lot of time. I could have probably wasted hours looking for this. I actually expected this to take longer than it did, to be fair. And we've already nabbed our first villager. So we're going to just... Don't ask me why boats can be pushed along land by riding them. I don't understand it myself. But we're just going to do this for a little bit. This is actually going to take quite a while, so this will be sped up. Alright, so we got one villager back at our base. I'm going to put him in some dirt just so that he doesn't get attacked by zombies. Just as a safety precaution, pretty much, because that can definitely happen. And we're going to go and grab at least one more, maybe two more villagers. And also apologies for the audio at the beginning. Apparently I had my audio not connected correctly, and it's broken again? Question mark? No, it's working this time. So you probably heard my voice, but you probably didn't hear any in-game audio for the start of that. I apologize. Not that there was much, but we're gonna go and make another boat. And I think I'm gonna check out the village this time too while we're there. Actually, I'm gonna just make two more boats. I think I'm gonna try to bring two more villagers. This way we can go straight into trying to make a villager breeder. There's the boats, two of those. We're going to leave all this excess stuff that we got back here. You know, wood's never a bad thing to have on hand, though. We're also going to put some of this pork that I had to grab to have emergency food funds. Put that to cook. And anything else? No, I think we're good. Grab a pork chop. Nah, we're just going to go ahead and eat that and grab the next one so that we have some backup food. Alright, so, yep, we're going to go back to that village. We're going to actually check it out this time and see if we can scavenge some supplies in the process. I should, you know what, we're going to take down some of this mound here and put a roof on his head too, just so if for some reason we have a thunderstorm, he's not going to get turned into a witch. He brought a cat with him. I don't have a fishing rod, so I can't get fish, so I guess it's going to be a wildcat for now. Okay. Get over here. We're going to pile up one more. And cool. He is not going to suffocate in there due to game physics. And, yeah. Now we're going to go back to the village, see if we can get some interesting supplies, because I actually have a lot of stuff that I need to find at this point, and I've been staying so focused on what I'm doing that I'm not actually getting stuff. Gonna take a couple of these cactuses. They're useful for farms. They're a very easy farm to make, more specifically. see if we can catch one of these guys, but we're not going to worry about it right this second if we don't. Oop. Go on. There we go. Can I catch the other guy? Because if I can catch all three, we're all set and in the clear. Perfect. So we're going to turn this around. So these guys will go back, take a little bit, but we're going to take this because we're going to need that to make the villager breeder. You can stay here. And we're just going to take the chest. I need the chest anyways. We're going to take some of these beds too. Especially since we've cleared out a couple of villagers, I feel like I can safely take a couple of beds without affecting them. What plants did they have going? Unfortunately, it looks like... Oh, it did have a beetroot seed, it looks like. Yeah, so we got some access to beetroot now. Piggies. Bell. I've never found a good use for them yet. I'll find one eventually. Oh, I actually have plenty of iron golems I could kill around here if I wanted to try to get their iron, but that is a death sentence. Oh, and I was hoping for some food. I was hoping for a little bit more than what was actually at this village. This is a very small village, but this little pile of wheat can be turned into bread, which will be a food source for a while, since this is a decent amount. Because each one of these, I think, can make 3 pieces of bread once they're fully reconstructed. There's nothing else that I'm missing over here, huh? This is just a really, really small village, I think. I already went in here. Yeah, I already went in there, too. Anything that I can see from up on hill? Just to make sure there's nothing else missing. No, this is just a really small village, but it gets the job done. I could almost make the villager breeder right here, but nah, I'm not going to do that. I prefer it to be where I'm going to operate. So, back with us you come. We'll be back in a moment after a brief time lapse of me going back and forth. Really? There we go. Okay. So we got 3 villagers in a box. What can we do with 3 villagers? Well, first off, we don't really want them in a box to finish this, but we're going to try to make a villager breeder, if I didn't already say that. And I think we're going to do it right here. A villager breeder does serve multiple purposes. Obviously, the big one is that you can get more villagers, which we're going to need for several different farms, namely an iron farm and a trading hall, which isn't exactly a farm, but is extremely useful for getting harder to get supplies on an easy basis. Especially the fact that I've learned recently that diamond tools are a thing that they can sell. Additionally, enchanting books so that we can get some good enchantments. This is honestly a lot easier than working with an enchanting table. It can take a while to get what you want from them, but I find this to be one of the simplest methods to get that kind of thing. So we're going to flatten this area out so that it's a little bit easier to work with, and we're going to build the villager breeder right here. Even though this isn't in the long run where exactly I want to build, this is pretty close to it, so I think it should work out perfectly. Since I just want to build like 25 feet that way. And I don't probably want this being part of my main build, most likely. So we're going to finish digging out this plot, And then I'm going to start making sure I have all the equipment together that I need to do the villager breeder. We'll speed up through this part too. Alright, that's pretty good. We've got a nice big area to work with, and this farm may get expanded upon as time goes on, because it also functions as a food farm. Mentioning food farm, I noticed something while checking my inventory, and I don't have a good food source to build this farm with in the first place. So yeah, if you look in here, I haven't found a single carrot, potato, and those are usually the best two to work with for making this type of farm. So what I think I'm going to do here is, first off, I need to make a couple extra chests. So we're going to make a couple extra chests, quite literally. We're going to put those there. We're going to dig up above them so that they can actually open. And we're going to stick all this extra stuff in here. And I think I need to look for another village in hopes of getting some carrots and potatoes. So I'm going to do a quick little research check and see what I can find next. So after doing a little bit of research, I think I'm going to try a different method here, and actually we're going to look for some dungeons. I've located a couple of them, again using chunkbase.com, and I found a pair of zombie spawners, and zombies can drop both carrots and potatoes. So I thought that might be a good way to go. So we're going to actually try to locate these zombie spawners, which happen to be fairly close to where the village was, actually. So we're going to go back that way, and they will be underground a little bit, but they're actually pretty high up, so they may not be that far down. Honestly, I saw a couple of caves over here. That might be right where they are. So we're going to take a look and see. So the first one should actually be right in the chunk boundaries where we're at right now. And then the other one is supposed to be just over here, just a little bit further. But they are below us. I can hear zombies, so I think we're in the right place though, and they're only about 10 blocks below where we're at. I didn't bring any torches. That was really dumb. I don't even have wood. What was I doing? I didn't bring anything here. We're gonna grab a couple of sticks and hope that we see a little bit of coal down here. Because otherwise, this is gonna be really dangerous. I keep not thinking things through. Oh well. Charging in we go. And there's the zombie spawner already. I can see it. This is the signal that we're near a zombie spawner. Now that's one of them. Now there's potentially two of them here. Now Chunkbase does say that they're not 100% accurate on all this stuff, so we might not actually have two of them here. I've had that happen before. But we're going to bring some torches now that I've got a couple of sticks and coal from looking there. And we want to make sure it's not lower. We're really at the right Y level. If anything, we're actually below where it would be at this point. So, or not Y, Z, I don't know. It's the second coordinate. Yeah, it's the Y level. So we're gonna see if we can clear out the zombies that are here. This might take a little bit because I'm making them come to me, and they'll keep spawning here. But eventually we'll get in there safely. You know what? Can we... Yeah, we can get a torch from here. That won't stop them at all completely, but that should slow it down. Alright. One there, one there, one there, and one there. That should keep them from spawning at all. Alright. So, let's see. Not much in that one, although it's kind of nice to get an extra bucket. So, first zombie spawner that we found did not have what we were looking for. And none of them happened to drop a carrot or anything. Oh, I didn't bring a bed. We're right near the village, though. We're going to steal one of theirs again. If I don't die first. Fortunately, the desert is a dangerous area. Let's steal a not being occupied bed, preferably. Perfect. Took too long. Alright. Got some sleep, and we're going to actually take this bed because we need more beds anyways. In the long run, I need 2 more beds as it is. So you know what? I don't care that you were using that bed. I'm stealing it anyways. You can find another bed. And I need 1 more. So why don't we grab that while we're here. Sorry for stealing all your beds. It's easier than finding the sheep and getting the wool at the moment. Although, sheep farm, definitely high on the priority list. And I did see an area with a couple of sheep. So I already know where we're going to look for those. Oh. Wow, you went down fast. Okay, so we found one of these guys. I'm going to just quickly check and see which direction I need to go for the other one. Alright, so it looks like we found the one that way. We need to do this way. And I can kind of hear it already. Although, to be fair, I don't know if that's the thing we're looking for or not. We'll find out eventually. Alright, we're not quite there yet, and I've run out of pick and food. Well, okay, food's a lie. I got food. There's that. So we can walk again. We got 1 zombie spawner. I feel like if we can find the second one, it should be close enough. We should be able to trigger both of them and have a very efficient zombie farm. Yes, it has to be here because you can't move the spawners. I wish you could, but you can't. So we got to run back to our little hovel in the wall. And hey, thanks. String and bones. Thank you for killing random people for me. So we're going to go back to our little home area, and then we will try to come back here and see if we can't find that second spawner. And that may get called an episode because this is already actually taking longer than expected. I know I didn't accomplish much, but we're setting up for 2 different farms in the long run. So we got a lot of setup done, not a lot fully accomplished. But that's sort of the story of my life when it comes to Minecraft. A lot of times it takes forever for me to actually finish anything. Hi, cat. I still don't have fish for you. Sorry. Also apologize for leaving up all that menu stuff that didn't need to be there. I'm just kind of in the habit of leaving it up when I play. But I know that's not really that great for making a video, so I'll try to keep them off for the most part when possible. So I appear to have already lost where this zombie spawner was that we had just found, but wait. This is it. Okay. So we're gonna highlight this so I don't lose place of it again. That should be good. Out of food again already, which was really dumb. I forgot to bring food with this trip. But we gotta still look for the other zombie spawner, which, again, should be somewhere in this vicinity, which is sort of why we were digging this way. So we're gonna keep looking. I think we may have found it, which is concerning because it's out in the open this time. Ah! Mini zombie! Mini zombies! Mini zombies! Okay, go away. Go away. Mini zombies are dangerous. Let them come to me again. Oh! Wow, we actually made it. Wow, this is really out in the open. It's open on two sides. That's odd. I don't think I've ever seen a spawner that's open up on two sides like that. Just to be safe, especially with the openings, we're going to make sure there's a light on each side too. Darn it! Still nothing that we're looking for from this one. And we're almost out of food. Or out of hearts. You know what? We're going to use this zombie flesh to try to heal up a little bit. Not ideal, but it's going to have to work in this case. So now, if I'm not mistaken, we just came in from here, kind of overshot it. What I want to try to do now is create as direct a path as possible between the two, so I know where they both are compared to each other. So we're going to start digging this way, and this should almost be a straight line if we go diagonally like this, if I'm not mistaken. In the long run, we're going to turn this into a pair of zombie spawner farms, because it's a good way to get experience, and unlike some of the other worlds, this one actually has one that looks like it should work as a dual spawner. Also, it is nighttime. Remember to get your sleep. Yep, see, this is almost a direct tunnel, just doing a direct diagonal like this. So I'm pretty sure we can get these two spawners active at the same time. Ah! I need to remember that I'm just below sand here, actually. I forget this is almost faster than using a shovel, especially if there's a bunch of it like this. Wow. I really collapsed a lot of sand. Well, I was thinking about harvesting some sand, but I think that'll have taken care of it. I've literally got almost... I've started a 4th stack just from doing that. So we will have to be really careful, because the same thing's... You know what? Same thing's going to happen in here. Why don't we just trigger this now? And make sure that the sand breaks instantly, so I don't have to worry about it. It's actually an interesting way to harvest sand if you can find the place to do it. See? Now, like, the only bad thing about these spawners is the fact that they're actually so close to the surface. But I've worked with that before. It's not necessarily a problem. You just got to make sure they get covered. Because they won't work right if they are in the open like they are currently. Which, in a sense, is almost a good thing, because it means I basically don't need these torches there as it is. But I'm still going to leave them there. Better safe than sorry. We're going to take up this iron because we still need iron currently. So I don't think I'm ready to turn these into a farm quite yet, but we've got them all prepared. I'm going to make a little, basically like monument to make it really obvious where these guys are. Although it's probably fairly obvious with the ground collapsing. Yeah, as I thought. But we're still going to put this right here. So we got a little tower with that. Luckily I didn't die from that. I really wasn't looking at my health. I am very close to dead. But that takes care of that, but it still doesn't solve our problems with making the villager breeder. I am tempted to say that we're going to try to build the zombie farm next episode, and then we can use the zombie farm's potatoes and carrots to build the villager breeder, which I was hoping to have set up before the end of this episode, but not having appropriate foods makes it a bit difficult. I know you can technically use things like the wheat seeds, but they're just not as efficient. I don't want to lose major efficiency, and it's such a pain to get the farmer to switch crops once they've got it kind of set in their mind what they want to do. So I'm going to stick with my guns. We're going to try to do the zombie farm next episode, which is that direction. We'll try to set up the villager breeder in the episode following. So this is more of a prep episode where you're going to do a lot of stuff in the next couple episodes. And the villager breeder will be mostly copying a design, so I might end up speeding through a lot of that because I don't feel fair showing the entire process for a villager breeder while if we're copying somebody's design. But the zombie farms gonna have to be a little unique just because of the fact that I'm gonna be mixing two of them, and I've pretty much followed my own guides at this point when it comes to that kind of thing. Versus the villager breeder, even though I've tried to create my own, for the most part I always end up having to go back to the original design because I always screw up something when I try to do it completely on my own. Alright, so clearing out the grass here. Don't know why. Just kind of annoys me at a certain point. So that's going to be it for this episode. Hopefully we've got a decent episode coming out of this. It's a lot of time lapsing, I'm pretty sure, out of this one. So, but I think that's going to be true of a lot of episodes, just because a lot of things in Minecraft, they take time. You got to take your time on it. So if you really want to enjoy Minecraft, you're going to have to spend some time doing things. Unless you're a speedrunner. Then you're just going to keep resetting and resetting and resetting and resetting and resetting and resetting, and I think I reset myself at this point. Okay, that's it for this episode. We'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, bye, hi, bye.